Alright, so it's been 4 hours into the game time, into this campaign, and we have vanquished the last units of the resistance separatists. We have pretty good economy, we have a good control and overview of the map, and the next decision for me is which one is the next faction I should attack. Right now, it's only 10 minutes until the next council meeting, so I think I will just um, wait. I'm gonna save the campaign now and wait and see what happens. I know when use diplomacy to declare war on the resistance separatists, um, it created a relationship of not a number and kind of broke the campaign. So I'm gonna save now and yeah, just wait and see. Um, if the diplomacy breaks the campaign, then I'll make a beeline for one of the territories and get them to declare war on me. Okay, so the time has reached 0 and there's no request for meetings or anything. So I think the diplomacy system in the campaign, at least for alpha test as of August 26, 2022, um, the diplomacy system in this particular configuration is just broken. So yeah, specify just don't interact with it and only pretty much attack the territory of whoever that I think is a good candidate for the next expansion. So there's three actually. Um, the purple faction, which I think is called the Empire of Condobona or EC. So the ECs have some very good resource zones. However, I believe they're kind of an end game faction, or at least are meant to be. They don't seem to have a lot of units right now. So I'm gonna leave them for later. Let's see how this looks. 1 million resources. Yeah, so I guess maybe that's why they haven't been expanding because they spent all their resources on a single battleship. Um, and then we have these guys, the green guys. They seem to also have a couple of good resource spots. They have a lot of units too. They don't look very big, so I think it could be quite fun to fight them. Let's see, how big is this one? Yeah, so they're about same similar size as a faction as we are. I think that could be quite the even fight. And then we have the how do you call it? The Confederacy, CN. They seem to be specializing in lots of small aircraft, which could be quite annoying to fight, but have some good laser ships that can take care of them. Um, if I do get around to building those laser craft. And they're expanding very quickly because we get lots of small fighters. So I probably want to attack them. Their resource zones are not very well concentrated, so that's kind of something I won't gain by going up against them. However, uh, no, it could be quite annoying to fight them later on if they capture a bunch of territory early. And I feel like they have built a lot of their good units already. Um, so it'll be good to take them on. I don't think I have enough resources at this point to start a war on two fronts. Um, Also, if I do feel confident after gathering all my resources early, I could start a second front as well. Our economy is in a pretty decent spot with these unclaimed territory providing a lot of resources. So yeah, I think I will start the war with the Green faction. What is it called? The Mexican Republic VR first. Okay, so I spent the last 20 minutes or so consolidating some of my territory. Annoyingly, the Confederacy has captured this resource zone before I can make a beeline and capture it myself. Um, yeah, so I had to move the harvester here, but this is not a very good resource zone anyway, so I think I got as much out of it as I have. This resource zone is about to be depleted, so I probably just have to move my harvester, unfortunately. So I'm kind of depleting these small resource zones here. Another thing that happened is while I have my spy satellite set up here, they have sneakily captured this territory, and I didn't realize it, so now I'm at war with the Empire. Um, However, it doesn't seem like they have a lot of units. I don't know where the battleship disappeared to. Um, so I think for now, I can leave them be, but I need to build some. Oh, there's our battleship. Interesting. It's not too fast, so maybe I can reinforce this region if they don't come down to deal with me very quickly. So I've gathered all of my combat forces on the border with the Republic. I moved my spy satellite into their territory, and they declared war on me. So I'm about to attack with some of my forces. So I just realized something quite interesting. Um, I thought I was at war with the Republic, but it turns out I was not. I was actually at war with the Confederacy, which is these guys, which I wasn't really intended to, but it turns out we contested a territory here. We kind of tried to capture it at the same time, but because both of our units are yellow, kind of just didn't notice it. So I don't have any combat forces here, and there's no way I'm gonna be able to contest this region with these guys. Um, they have kind of a decent combat unit. It looks like a high-speed gunship of some kind. So I could either reload the campaign and backtrack the last 30 minutes or so of progress, or what I could do is build a laser unit from this base, since I have enough to build a cruiser. Have that hold back the line here. Basically, they just throw forces at me, but I'm not gonna really be able to attack or capture a lot of territory. So I wait for that to happen and have forces on the east side conquer the other republic. So yeah, quote unquote war on three fronts. Uh, that seems to be what I'm aiming for. It takes a long time to move these and resources to move these units across the map, so I don't really want to deal with that. I'm just gonna play defense on two fronts and hope the line will hold. All right, now here's our first battle with the Republic. We're calling three attack helicopters and one naval frigate. Let's begin. Ooh, now that's interesting. Yeah, everyone target that. That doesn't look great. I don't care if that's AI dead. I want the gun to be shut down ASAP. Well, doesn't. Oh, that's a gun. Is AI dead? I wonder if his AI is unfortunately positioned. Well, that was easy. It's got railguns. Is it doing any damage to our craft? No, it seems like our evasion um, has confused it. So the naval frigate use heat missiles. They're remote guided. They're not very accurate, but they do go inside this heavy armor and just kind of destroys whatever components that's critical to function. I wonder if I can adjust uh, the combat range of the frigate to improve accuracy. I don't think it's necessary though. Um, it's not 100% accurate, but it is doing the damage that we want. So I think for now I'll just leave it be. And you can't believe Aperture Gaming created all these different units. There's a lot, even though they're quite simple looking. The sheer quantity, is impressive, and they have very good, in terms of consistent art direction. The level of detail, even though again it's a bit simple looking, but the style is very consistent. It's kind of interesting to have these small power plants with RTGs that just provide power uh, to the larger crafts and structures. It's kind of a very RTS approach, I think, which is what he was going for. Yeah, the remote guided missiles aren't as good as they used to be. So we have a detection error of 1 meter, but the missiles are still not able to hit. I think they're a bit too maneuverable. The turning thrusters is giving it a bit too much power. All right, with that, we should have a means of replenishing our fleet in this hostile territory. They're sending some combat units against us, so yeah, let's go meet them. Over here we have a spy satellite. I kind of just left in this region and kind of forgot about it, and unfortunately I'm not able to. Capture any tiles to rescue it before the enemy capture the tiles. So now it's in combat with these fighters from the Confederacy. So I'm just gonna end the battle and lose the satellite, but I just want to have a quick look at how they are. So their arm was just EPS, extremely fast, 130 meters per second, and they're capable of reaching a pretty high altitude. Pretty standard interceptors. It seems like they have very tiny guns, so it's probably either heat or kinetic shells they'll be using. Doesn't seem like they have any means of reaching the satellite. They don't have missiles, so we could potentially do this and wait for them to die. Okay, I'm gonna give it 2 minutes. Oh, there you go. You can do it. Yeah, come to daddy. That's why you don't vape and fly. You can't become a real astronaut that way. All right, so we have successfully defeated one of those enemies. Now let's fight satellite. Yeah, not an experience I care to repeat. Okay, so here's something interesting. There's a lot of wreckage here, and it seems like the Union and the Republic are having a go at each other. Um, yeah, and that's kind of drawing off of their combat units. Kind of sad they're having all this fun without me. But yeah, that's the only instance I can see now of two AI factions at war with each other. All right, here we have a battle of our interceptors against the Republic's fighter squadron or interceptor squadron. They're quite cheap, so we're par on cost. Their fighters are about twice as fast as ours. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. I don't want to spawn any bigger units because every time we spawn those units, it can get quite expensive. So let's have a look. Is this a bomber? No. Oh, it's a gunship or a heavy fighter. Actually, it's not a squadron. It's just one. It's very fast. It's outrunning these missiles. It doesn't have a lot to shoot at us. Let's see what is happening with this one. Oh, that's what. Oh, let's see. Okay, so yeah, the concept behind these interceptors is that they just spam enough missiles um, that eventually something will hit. Um, now let's see if there's any EMP damage. No. Okay, we good. We good. Yeah, they spam enough missiles that eventually something will connect, and against these small targets, eventually they'll hit something critical and just cause a chain reaction. Okay, so they're scrambling a lot of the Republic, scrambling a lot of their fast units to intercept us. They sent that. They sent the squadron. We just wiped out two of the Butir, Buitre, uh, the VCB 88 Buitre heavy fighters. We wiped out two of those off camera. But we'll fight this one on camera. Yeah, it's good that we brought these interceptors. They can do, they've been pretty good at dealing with those fighters so far. Um, because the attack helicopters, they're in no way capable of dealing with those fast units. It looks like they're interested in engaging in general combat. Oh, I got destroyer with us. Okay, cool. That's not too great. But... So where exactly is the enemy? Let's have a look before they die. Oh, their railgun. Ooh. No, that's another ship. Let's see the stats on this one. Wow, that's really well made to have so much firepower in such a small package. But basically they're glass cannons and they die immediately. And they look like either the A-wing or those what you would call it Vipers from Battlestar Galactica. Not quite sure what kind of missiles they're armed with, but I don't think. Well, they're medium missiles and they're quite long too. Interesting. They're not very evasive for being based on the A-wing. Let's see. Yeah, they're very pretty. They fight well, or rather, they fly well. Let's see if we suffer any damage. Some minor damage on the interceptors. Probably with how maneuverable they are. Oh, that's really interesting. I don't really expect the railgun tank to score a lot of good hits. Only needs one hit, like that. That could work too, I guess. Water, the second best anti-aircraft weapon after land. Yeah, it seems like the Butre heavy fighters may have projectile avoidance, or maybe not. It's hard to say. I'm sure these guys have projectile avoidance. And then the last one. One hit. That's all it takes. Right, what is a destroyer? Let's see how much that costs before we commit. Should we have some destroyer to destroyer action? Dolphin, destroyer, Toro, destroyer. Okay, so that's two different units. That's good. They're putting on the show for us. All right, so this one is pretty much undefended. There's two Guardian Cannons, which are quite expensive, so not a big fan of that. There's air bases, so I'm guessing they'll be spawning quite a few, quite a few low aircraft squadrons when we attack. Transport, they're sending transport, two heavy fighters, one destroyer. All right, there's a welcoming committee that I've been waiting for. Aha. All right, destroyer. Crown bomber should go for the destroyer. Destroyer should attack these heavy fighters, and the attack helicopters should attack the transports. So let's do this. I'm not going to include the base for now. Had enough of um, or mishaps land. I want to position my fleet in a good spot before engaging. So we'll be engaging from the open water direction. And we'll be commanding the battle from the hover tank. Let's have a look at these. Ooh, oh, that's a transport. It looks very similar to those heavy fighters. That's very cool looking. Two of these heavy fighters. I'm this APS and pretty medium missiles. And this is their destroyer. It's got railguns and 60 firepower at 120 cost. Now, that could be posing small danger to our fleet. That's rather interesting design, and it looks like it could be a hydrofoil. How fast are you? Well, let's see if we like to assign targets. You know what? They have target prioritization. Doesn't do what they want. Oh, that's a huge miss from the crown. Where are they shooting at? That's a near miss from the crown. Okay, a bit better. Railguns are shooting at the crown fighter. I like to take out these jet engines so it doesn't go as fast. Oh wow, it's got fast vectoring on those jets. That's nice. We're taking barely any damage. Okay, I'm about to shut this destroyer. Missiles coming in from everywhere. Oh, crams, come on. Oh yeah, that's not the best hit, but it's something. All right, and now it's a summary. Okay. Oh, thank you, Aperture Gaming, for putting in Scuttle rules. Yes, thank you, thank you. All right, what do we have left? Uh, those heavy fighters are outlasting everything. And it's being targeted by missiles and railguns. Okay, destroyed before it despawned. Let's not hit our own craft. Is there any collisions? No. Okay. I feel like this faction is slightly easier to destroy because they have more weapons. So when the expensive weapons get destroyed, the ship despawns. Whereas for the starter faction, um, because they have so few components in weapons, um, they they would the weapons would just get destroyed, and they still have a significant amount of health left in armor, which is quite annoying. Everything go. That's a lot of aircraft. Wow, this is quite pretty. Are you a hydrofoil? I think that answers the question. It's quite fast. It's got a lot of jets. It's got some railguns. This one appears to be damaged. How much firepower do you have? 33. All right, let's do it. Seriously, this one has 93% health. It barely has anything. All right, this is where the hover tank excels at, shredding these enemies that come too close. Hmm. It's not. Is that a Guardian Cannon? Yes. All right. Probably don't want to get too close, eh? Hmm. It's burning through materials. Okay, we're not too worried about the Guardian Cannon. That doesn't seem to be able to aim very well. The AI, yes. Okay, please kill the AI. Okay, it's coming back closer. This is a sight to behold. Doesn't appear like they have smoke either. That's interesting. I really want to attack that. Oh, come on, the AI is right there. And yes, these are heat runs. Heat secondary. He literally could have one-shotted the AI. I guess I did, yeah. I'm surprised that's not AI dead. Well, the AI is literally the last block to die. Alright, looks like we won that one. And we didn't have uh, a hard landing incident, thankfully.